All right, everybody, I am back with a brand new DC update, and I am a little bit out of breath. I just got done mowing my lawn, and here in Arizona, it's close to 100 degrees, and we have 40% humidity right now, and I must have dumped about 2 gallons of water mowing my lawn, and I really need to do some personal hygiene as soon as I get off this video, but some breaking news. They just revealed the entire Superman suit for David Corenswet, and I'm going to show you these photos here today. They're going to be at the end of the video. There's quite a few things to show. I've got a bunch of photos to show you guys today. Well, actually, I'll start with the Superman photos. I'll move ahead. Normally, I go in the order I grab them, and I'm doing this in lieu of a Star Wars video I was going to do in regards to how Disney has conditioned people to hate Star Wars fans. And I am going to have that video up later today or tomorrow. But I decided to get this one up first because of the, it's a timely, it has to come up in time to get the views. But they did reveal the whole suit, and I don't like it. I'm just flat out telling you, from a distance, it looks pretty good. But then when you zoom in and you see the suit, dude looks like he has adult diapers on. I'm sorry. It totally looks like adult diapers. I don't see any logical reason as to why he would have trunks on. And it just looks freaking ridiculous. And we're going to look at what the suit does when he moves his arms or bends over. Like, I do not like what this suit does. It looks terrible. It looks like a piece of rubber. It literally looks like something out of Guardians of the Galaxy. And it's made all out of rubber, so if you take hard rubber and you move it, it starts to crease and bunch up. And I think it looks freaking awful. But let's take a look at some of these photos. Now, if you're new here, please, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. I do appreciate all the support with a thumbs up and a like. It helps the algorithm with YouTube, and it supports my channel. I do appreciate it in advance. Now, let's take a look at these photos. So here was the first double photo that was released, and oh my gosh, guys, I'm telling you, we're gonna take a close look at this. Now, when he's fully standing up like this, it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad at all, but this does not look like a homemade suit. This doesn't look like something that Martha could have made. This is something that will have had to have been made for him previous to him becoming Superman. I don't see a mom putting this suit together unless they do movie props and other things and have, the freaking materials to do this. But what I want you to notice, okay, especially in the first one where he's standing up, there's creases in the armpit. And even here where his chest is and it goes into his abs, it's starting to, the rubber is starting to bunch up. And you see this especially on the next video when he bends over just a little bit. It's the same scene when they're getting him prepped. The only thing I like on this suit is the cape. I really like the cape. Everything else, I don't like it at all. I do like the sleeves towards the front, towards his arm. But that's it. Outside of that, I don't like the design on the suit. I don't like the rubber look. This looks freaking terrible, okay? And looking at this second photo, when he starts to bend over at all, look at how it's creasing where the S is, and it's all bunching up. You can't see his abs. The dude worked out, and this suit is not showing off how he worked out or what he looks like. This looks terrible. Absolutely terrible. And look at how the trunks bunch up. What is the purpose of having red trunks? Things have evolved over time, and unless there's an actual purpose for it, I don't see how these work. Like, what is the purpose? I don't get it. I do not get it. Even the belt looks like it doesn't really have a purpose. It just looks like all rubber. It looks terrible. But let's look at some of the other photos here. See, this doesn't look too bad when he's standing up, but he can't stand up for the whole film. And again, this doesn't show any definition, and this design is directly off of Guardians of the Galaxy, guys. They've taken stuff that they did for Marvel and brought it over here. This does not look like any traditional Superman suit in any stretch of the imagination. Some people love it. I can't stand this suit. I think it looks freaking terrible. Again, here's another photo. It's just an extended look of the one from a different angle. So there's plenty of people out there taking photos, and because of the newspaper clippings that got released from the film, I'm sure they decided it's time to finally let people see what this looks like. And again, it all looks like rubber. There's creases just there in where his elbow bends. Like, come on. See, from the side, that doesn't look too bad. I don't like how the collar goes. I don't think the collar should go above. I do not think the collar should go above the cape. I just don't. I don't think that looks good at all. So again, that doesn't look too bad when they're getting him prepped, but you don't see any creases anywhere. You do see him, again, you can see it down there by his knee. Like, this rubber definitely, bunches up and has creases all over it. Now, here's a photo with Mr. Terrific. That guy is still, he looks like a skinny dude in the face. Costume doesn't look too bad. I don't mind the costume. That looks like his actual costume from the comic. Superman, on the other hand, holy freaking crap. Look at when he's bending over, the creases by the S. You got the creases in the elbow. Like, this does not look good. It doesn't look good. And again, why the freaking red trunks, people? Come on. Here's that same photo. And I did this to kind of zoom in so we can look at this here. Like, look at this. Look at that. He's barely bending over, like, at all. This does not look like a suit. This looks like a suit over another suit. It doesn't look like this would be a skin-tight. There's nothing about, guys, I don't like this. I don't like it. What are your guys' thoughts on this? I would really like to know what you guys think of some of these photos. Now let's look at some of the other photos that I grabbed. There's a bunch about Metropolis, and it looks like there's a big fight going on. We're going to see these vehicles again. Looks like there's a lot of destruction there in Metropolis. All right, one thing I wanted to talk about is how James Gunn will not be attending the San Diego Comic-Con 2024 as he continues to film Superman. Okay, there is no excuse for this. You can take a couple of days out of your schedule to go to the Comic-Con. The only reason they're not going to the Comic-Con, I believe, is because they don't want the backlash. They understand that the fan base is divided, and they don't want to put him under any type of scrutiny, which means I wouldn't be surprised if they skip next year's too. I would not be surprised. I'm not saying it's going to happen because there are going to be people coming out of the woodwork saying, you said he wasn't going to attend if he does next year. I'm not saying he's not going to, but I wouldn't be surprised. And I don't remember exactly when the Comic-Con is, but it may come after July 4th, so we're not going to see anything in regards to Superman before the actual movie gets released. And I think this is a huge mistake. They need to be plugging this thing if they want it to be successful. And him not showing up, that's a huge missed opportunity. You cannot blame it on the filming anymore. I'm sorry. And here they confirm it. Somebody asked, would there be any chance of you appearing at this year's San Diego Comic-Con? He goes, I'll still be shooting, unfortunately. No, not unfortunately. He doesn't want to be put under the heat. Here are some photos from Superman and Lois Season 4. That looks like that might be Bizarro Zorro. I'm not 100%, or Bizarro Zorro. Bizarro Superman. I'm not 100% sure. But there is going to be a surprise guest that is going to be in the final season. Here are some more photos. You can see Lois there on the side. So there's Melissa Benoist. Looks like she is going to be back as Supergirl for the final season of Superman and Lois. So it looks like they're going to be crossing universes there again. And it looks like Steel, 25 years of Steelworks Industries. So it looks like that's going to be a bigger part of Season 4 as well. Here are some photos that some people took. First day of shooting downtown, and Corn Sweat just reported to set. These are kind of tied to the photos that I already showed you. This is before the reveal of him taking off, and showing the actual suit. There's that same thing. There he is before he's revealed the suit for another photo. You see the collar rising above the, whatever you want to call that, the jacket there. So here is some of that destruction. You can see James Gunn on set there. I do like the practical effects that they're doing here, the look of it. There's some real destruction, which is pretty cool. I like the look of the debris there. Here's some more carnage. You've got some police cars. Now, these police cars are definitely not from the 70s or the 60s, so the timing of this does not look like it's taking place in the 70s or the 60s. This does look, like it's maybe the 90s or early 2000s. So it's kind of interesting, the vehicles they're using compared to some of the set photos that were recently released. All right, there's more destruction, so they're shooting in downtown there. Again, I do like the fact that they're using real debris, and it's not all going to be just CGI. There's an ambulance on the set as well. It looks like they've cordoned off the road to do some of the shooting, probably getting prepped for what they're doing today. And whatever this is, the fact that it's blue, that's probably going to be something in the movie that they'll CGI in later. So blue screen effects there. There's a bunch more destruction from the side, which looks pretty cool. More destruction. There looks like some of the shops that they were showing the other day. Not the exact same shops, so there's definitely more shops down the road. Looks like the same two vehicles we saw in the previous photo. There's the police car from the side, Metropolis Police. Also, it has been revealed that Harley Quinn and Renee Montoya will be a romantic lesbian couple in DC's new Batman Caped Crusaders series. Of course they will. This is obligatory now with any new content that is created. All right, guys, so what do you think of all the photos that have been released? Lots of photos to go through. As they reveal more stuff, I will be carrying it on my channel, so if you haven't already, again, please like the video, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you will be notified as more information gets released. Things are going to gear up, and if you aren't subscribed and hit that notification bell, you're going to miss some content coming from my channel. I do appreciate all of the support. We will see you guys on the next video.